because uh, LinkedIn is the very like a famous that software where the people are hiring for their companies and for jobs. Okay, so my suggestion would be just whatever the things you are written or you will write, just once, if it is published by the Stu Valley or Prayug, you can just post that link in your LinkedIn by writing everything, and you can tag the Stu Valley. Even if you want, you can tag me, okay? And you can publish it, right? So that will help in your career. Okay, so let's start today's topic, guys. So today's topic is like we are going to see okay, last time we saw about the LSTMs, GRU, how it's working and everything's happening in the AN and CNN. So now we will see how these LLMs or how any models are learning this text data. Okay, how this text data is processing, how what is the backend process is happening, how it's converting into the into this the text into the vector format, and how it's converting into the numerical formats. If everything is fine, then why even we are getting some hallucinations, how some kind of the if you're typing something and you're getting the error, how why it's happening. Recently the Modi ji also said, like, even if you will ask to write in right hand, it's giving the left hand. But it's no, I don't want to go to this, but this kind of the hallucination, why it's happening. Okay, so why it's happening? So let's see what are the techniques we are using in backend and why it's happening. Okay, so let's start from the beginning, or from the from the beginning. Let me share my screen. I hope my screen is visible for you guys. Okay. Okay, so as I already told, so today we are going to see the vector database and embeddings and what is the vectors and everything. Okay, so first of all, let's see what tokenization. What is the tokenization, guys? Tokenization is nothing but the here if I written the it's nothing but the process which will break the words. If you will see here, so we are just breaking the words from the sentence. So tokenization is nothing but it's a process of breaking the large text into a small unit. So small unit in the sense you might be thinking like I'm just, if I have any sentence or any line, so I'm breaking into the word by word. This is what you're assuming? No, not exactly. The thing is, like, here it's a large text in the large text. Oh my God, it's changed. Okay. So this is the large text into the small unit. Just a unit. Okay. So it's process the large text into the small units. So units, your small unit in the sense there is a lots of things come under the this word meaning of the smaller. What is mean by the smaller? That is what let's look into this. And before going to in this, what is the smaller unit? So first of all, we have to learn what are the different kind of this tokenization. I means this smaller unit हमने यहाँ पे लिखा है ना, यहाँ पे tokenization, we are converting into the tokenization. What are the different techniques are available to convert this into the tokenization? First of all, see what the small unit in the sense for, yeah. First of all, let me close this. Okay. Okay, the small unit in the sense there are the multiple smaller units are there. One is nothing but the word base. If I'm this is the word, then I'm just tokenizing on the basis of the word. Then second is like a sentence based. For example, are the segment of the text. For example, from among this all the text, this is the one sentence. Then I can divide this into the small unit of the sentence. That is called as the sentence tokenization. And after that, there is one thing is called as the, if there is the token are the segments. Okay, so even there is there is something it's called as the two meanings word. Okay, the two meanings word. There is, for example, there is a, what is a two meanings word? Don't come. Okay, don't come. So even though the don't come is the single meaning word, but even though you can just that word you can separate as a subword. Okay, from the main word you are just separating, you are just tokenizing that word. That is called as the subword tokenization. And another word is called as the character tokenization. Tokenization in the sense, even each word having one character. For example, NLP. NLP means N is the one meaning, L is the another meaning, and P is the another meaning. Okay, so these are the four techniques are inside the tokenization. One is the word tokenization, another one is the sentence tokenization, third is the subword tokenization, fourth is the character tokenization. So this small unit means, it means the fourth thing which I mentioned. Okay, so now let's see like why this tokenization is important. Now we saw the four different type of the small unit tokenization, but why this is really is important, why we have to learn this tokenization. Without tokenization, can't we convert that into the text vector? Can't we convert it into the new numerical things? Then why, what is the main role this tokenization playing in this process of the LLM, in the process of the model, so that our model will get more accurate? So let's see this in the step by steps. Okay, so the the tokenization, this is, you can say, this is the bridge, that gap between the human language and the machine language. Okay, so so this is the thing. So even if you will add some new words in between the sentence, the human can understand. But when you will pass the same thing with the multiple layers, okay, there might be a chance that sentence get the different meaning. For example, if I'm saying a doctor, Dr. Mishra, if I'm saying, okay, so when you will pass this Dr. Mishra to this your model, for the or you can just trying to tokenize it, so it will separate the doctor and after that Mishra. Okay, why? Then it will Dr. Mishra treating the patient. So इसको अगर if you will do the tokenization, like it will come like that, Dr. Mishra को he is just treating, he is just giving the treatment. तो इसका मीनिंग टोटली चेंज हो जाएगा when you will do the tokenization. Okay, so this is what the things. So why that tokenization is important? Because this is the bridge the this is the bridge between the this is the bridge, the gap between the human language and the machine language. And another thing is like it's reduce the complexity by breaking the text into the structure pieces. Okay, here also you can able to see very easily the complex things. If you have the what are the complex things? For example, if you have the very huge data sets, and that the two huge data sets which contain the multiples exclamations marks and the symbols and the adverb and so many things, so it's when you will converting into the token, so it's just reducing the complexity. That's what here it's written. And after that, it's a help in the text analysis, search engine, chatbot. This all you guys already know. And after that, prepare the data for the deep deep learning models like a bird gpt and lstms. Okay, so lstm ये सब हमने last time देखा था, why it's important. Rather than remembering the all the text, only the few words are very important, which we have to pass into our model. So this is why the tokenization is important. If you are created the one if you are selected the proper tokenization way, then you can assume your model is very good. Okay. And we saw the tokenization, but how the tokenization is happening exactly. Okay, so if you will see the tokenization, first of all, the tokenization is nothing but the artificial intelligence is the powerful, if you will see here. Okay, so here we are
Mhm.
just tokenizing into the single word. One is the artificial intelligence is powerful, and also the symbols also we took here. Okay, so we just tokenized each and everything, and the tokenization is nothing but the you are just assigning one numerical value for the each and every words. Okay, so exactly this is not a exactly meaning of the artificials, but just for the example I had just wrote the 345 here. Okay, so this is how each and every words we are just assigning one numerical numbers, which is nothing but each token we are just mapped to the unique numbers. That's it. Okay, so now if you will see what is the artificial intelligence is powerful, if you will ask, then the your model will say it's around something is a 4 3 4 5 and 6 7 8 and 12 and 7 8 9 and 99. So this is the representation of this particular sentence. Okay. So if you will query anything, then it's indirectly you are just querying this number. Okay. This is the basic. Indirectly you are saying this. That means your machine will understand indirectly this number. This is the pattern for this sentence. Okay. And now that the we are what we are initially doing is like we are converting the text into the numerical format. Okay, so now we saw the different type of the tokenization, but to convert the text into the another form, that should be any techniques, right? That should be multiple techniques. So that is the one technique is nothing but the one heart encoding. One heart encoding is nothing but like it will assign the value. Okay, it will divide that into the table format. You can just assume it a table format. Okay, if anything, so if just you can assume is one tables. Okay, this is one is nothing but here it's directly written into the form of the vector. Okay, so but it's nothing but the table. So if artificial intelligence is here, then you can give the one. Then another thing, the artificial intelligence is not there. So give the zero. So this is nothing but the intelligent. This is the powerful. This is the I. So like this, you are just dividing into the multiple tables. So you are assigning first column, you have the artificial intelligence, that's one. Second column, you have the intelligent, but artificial is not here. So that's why zero and remaining thing. Third is the is there, so this is one, and fourth is the powerful, and another is the symbols. So this is how we have written one heart encoding into the vector. So this is the one form of changing your text into the numerical format. Okay, so in this technique, if you will use, then you can train your model using this techniques. Okay, and another techniques also is there. Okay, so why this one heart encoding? So one heart encoding is nothing but you are just converting your word you are just converting or you are just representing your word into the binary vector format.
Hmm.
That's so if you want to represent your text in the binary format, you can go with this one heart encoding. Guys, if anyone is anyone is in just mute yourself. Guys, please mute yourself. स्टुवेली में से कौन है, साहिल और
अह,
प्लीज म्यूट दिन. ठीक है.
कुछ मंगवा रहे हो क्या ऑनलाइन? पैसे नहीं मिले क्या? पैसे नहीं मिला है क्या चैप्टर पे?
Sahil, are you there? Sahil or Prashant? Sir, please them.
Yeah,
Mute them.
just
Please
a
mute
minute.
them.
कल से 3,000 रुपये रिपीट करा हूँ। ओह, कल 24 तक करा रहा।
Okay. Okay. So guys, please mute them here. Okay, so let's continue this. Okay, so if I'm using the one hot encoder. Okay, this is the basic method. Even we are using this one hot vector encoding in the machine learning also. But we can go with this. What is the problem? So if you will ask, अगर मैं हर एक word के लिए, even if you will see the exclamation marks, and even for this, I'm just writing this big vector form. ओके इतना बड़ा वेक्टर मैं सिर्फ एक छोटी सी चीजों के लिए लिख रहा हूँ इफ आई विल स्टार्ट टू स्टोर एवरीथिंग लाइक दिस तो हाई मेमोरी यूसेज it will take the very high memory usage for the large vocabularies, okay, and does not capture, and even it's not capturing anything. पावरफुल के साथ इसका क्या कॉम्बिनेशन है, इसके साथ क्या रिश्ता है, इंटेलिजेंट का, इसको कुछ भी लेना देना नहीं है हियर, नथिंग, इट्स नॉट रिप्रेजेंटिंग एनी रिलेशनशिप between the each other words, okay. So this is the drawback for the one hard encoding, guys. So to fulfill this drawbacks, there is another method is came into us. It's nothing but the word to vec and the glue and the fast text. Okay, so these are the method. Instead of the binary vector, words are mapped, using the dense numerical vector. The represent the meaning is like, for example, the artificial. It means it's we are just represented with this kind of the numerical formats. We are not using the binary here. When work with the text data models like vec2vec and clue and pastek, that convert the word into the numerical represent, it's called as the, this is we used to call as the word embedding. Actually this what it's doing is it's capturing the meaning of that of particular word, okay. So for example, here there is the 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so 5, it means here we are taking d is equal to 5. And what is the d is equal to 5, guys? D is equal to 5 is nothing but the, for example, initially I'm just picking the artificial. Okay, artificial ka there are the multiple dimension. So for example, you just assume it, there are the five people are standing, okay, five people are standing, and the each person, like if you're asking the first person to see this artificial intelligence, when he's seeing the artificial, so he first in his mind it's coming, this is kind of the robot, the metal it's coming. And another guy, the second guy, when you ask, he is saying like its characteristics, he's just saying its characteristics. And third, the guy is saying it's functional. And the fourth guy, it's historicals, the things. So the way the d is nothing but the five peoples are standing and each person it's giving its opinion. So the way we are just representing the artificials, it means each and every dimension just representing this artificial. Why this is important? Because the according to their views, the five people views, the पांच लोगों का view के according, you can assume, okay, artificial means this is the artificial, you can give some kind of the shape for this artificial. So what, how it will helpful? Because it will give you the proper results. Okay, next time if anyone will ask regarding anything regarding the artificials, so if this score is very high, then directly you can redirect them in here into this vector database, okay. So for example, agar similarly if I will, this is the word tokenization. Initially I saw we saw there are the four different type of the tokenization, okay. Word tokenization, sentence tokenization. Abhi word ke liye I'm giving. Similarly if I can go for the sentence, agar sentence bhi honge, for example, artificial intelligence is a powerful, Okay, so someone is asking the question, like which one is more powerful? Okay, so powerful, uska powerful word is more similar to this sentence, and which is also it's in its question, so वो भी इसके साथ similar हो रहा है, and artificial intelligence is the powerful, already it's written, so वो directly उस question का answer क्या बनेगा? Artificial intelligence is the powerful, so directly it will pick the answer from the database from here. I hope you guys are understanding my points, right? So this is how the backend is working when you are using the word to vec and glue and the past text. And the glue have its own methodology, but it's moreover similar like this. Okay, so this is why you can also pick rather than the t is equal to 10. It means you can feed more. You can just add more dimension here, so that the people will get the more the view or like understanding about regarding this. Okay, so how much I that's totally depend on you कि कितने dimensions if you are training your model, that much it will give you the better accuracy. Okay, here we took d is equal to 5 यानी 5 dimension for each word. Okay, so this is what happening in the word to vec. Okay, and the word to vec, so even if you will see how the word to vec it's working, so let's consider how the word to vec it's performing. Okay, word to vec कैसे काम करता है? ठीक है, word to vec is nothing but the it's a kind of the predictional model that learning the word embedding by predicting the relationship between the words. Okay, so it's have the two different types. Okay, one types, let's see. Okay, so word to wax क्या करता है? There are the two things. One is nothing but the continuous bag of words. Continuous bag of words we used to written like this. Continuous word of wax we used to write like this, right? Like a bag of words. ठीक है? Continuous bag of words, and after that something it's called as the script graph. These are the two techniques inside the word to work is using. So how the word to works it's work internally, if you will ask, and then the word appearing in the similar context, having the similar meanings. Okay, so for example, let's take one example. The cat on the मैट. अगर समझो कि ये एक सेंटेंस है, ठीक है, द कैट sat on the mat. If we train word to back on this sentence, it will learn the cat and mat. ठीक है, it will only learn the cat and mat appearing in the similar context. Okay, so when you will go with the continue bag of words, okay, the continue bag of words, the its main target, it's like predict the target word from the surrounding word. इसके surrounding word को रख कर वो क्या करता है ना, कि इसका prediction करता है. So for example, when you will set the context, context is like a window size is equal to 2. What is mean by the window size? A window size is nothing but the we what we return, the cat sat on the mat. So window size 2 means it will divide into this, like the, and after that sat, and after that it will divide cat and on, and after that it will divide the sat and the. So like this it will divide. So window size अगर 3 करोगे, the sat on, the cat on the, so like this it will divide. Okay, so this is very small sentence, then you can go with the window size of 2. ठीक है. In this basis it will just calculate it will calculate the no appearance. For example, it the appearance, for example cat, what is the relationship between the. So ये क्या करेगा ना, एक मैट्रिक्स in the behind the scene it will create one kind of the matrix. For example, one is the word. So word क्या है, एक cat है, ठीक है. एंड उसके बाद यहाँ पे डॉग है. लेट्स टेक ओनली टू एग्जांपल. सो यहाँ पे भी एक कैट है और यहाँ पे भी डॉग है, ठीक है. एंड एंड लेट्स और यहाँ पे और लेट्स से मैट, and here also write the mat. So it will divide cat and cat, the zero from the corpus it will take, and after that cat and dog, how much is the combination. Cat and dog का पूरा corpus में 5 combination है, and cat and mat का there is a 3 combination. Same way it will write here the cat and dog का 5 it will take, and it will take 0. Let's assume it, and also assume it like mat ka it will take 2 3 and 2 0. So for from all the corpus is nothing but this, the way you have created. I say agar if you have the very huge text, it will create the corpus like this combination according to your window size, and after that it will make this kind of the matrix, and it will take the frequency, and on the basis of the frequency and on the basis of the probability, it's just compute how much more likely one word appearing with the another, compare the random occurrence. Okay, this is how the word to vec it's working. Okay. And similarly the fast text is also improving. The fast text is nothing but the this is the improved version of the word to vex. It's also the same like a word to vex, but what is the uniqueness? It's just using the subword informations. Okay, subword information in the sense, for example, fast track break the character in the n-gram. इट्स नथिंग बट द सबवर्ड. फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. हमारा एक है आर्टिफिशियल, राइट. आर्टिफिशियल इज नथिंग बट हमारा एक एग्जाम्पल था, पहले वर्ड था. गॉड. आर्टिफिशियल हमारा वर्ड था, ठीक है. सो इसमें फास्ट ट्रैक क्या करेगा, राइट. फास्ट ट्रैक विल टेक द सब वर्ड. फॉर एग्जांपल हियर आई एम राइटिंग, हियर व्हाट इट विल टेक. प्रीवियसली विंडो साइज हमारा वर्ड टू बैक लिया था, बट हियर इट विल टेक द एन इज इक्वल टू, फॉर एग्जांपल मैं 3 डालता हूं, तो हाउ इट विल डिवाइड लाइक दिस, ARI, then it will divide RIT, and it will divide IFI. So this way it will divide how much possibility. The trigram, the word trigram it will create on the n is equal to 3, and on the basis you can train your model and it will process. Okay, so guys, this is the very lengthy process. I'm just giving you the overview. Okay, and but this is how it will work. Okay. And so if I will ask using subword, which model is, which technique use you have to follow. So then you can say fast text is the proper way you can go and you can convert. And if I will see the work with the rare words, then you can say you can go for the glue and then fast text. Then you want to tokenize on the basis of the binary, then you can go with the one heart encoded. So it's totally depend on the use case, on what basis you have to tokenize and which methodology you have to use to convert into the that vector format. Okay. And apart from that, the chat gpt we are using the 3.5 and 4. But what the chat gpt वो लोग कौन सा use करते हैं? So the chat gpt and these people are using the BPE. So this is nothing but bytes pair encoding. So this technology these people are using for the board and GPT-4, T5, and Excel nets. So these people are using this technology to convert the text into the numerical format. For example, how it's working. So let's see कि ये लोग का जो BPE है, जो ये कैसे काम करता है. For example, there is the one word it's called as the वो एक वर्ड है हमारे पास, दैट वर्ड लेट्स टेक अनहैप्पीनेस। ओके, unhappiness करके there is the one word, so it will convert, there is call as the, it will tokenize. If I will apply this token, then this token will un, and after that it will divide into the happiness. It will divide these two words. Okay, but how this bytes pair encoding will help us is like it will start the full words and find the most frequent subwords. Okay, most frequent subwords. For example, what is the most frequent subwords? For example, here if you will add un plus happiness, then unhappiness करके it will generate the new words. ठीक है, and this help model to understand the rare and unseen word. ये क्या होता है ना कि even this is the unseen word, but it's having some meanings. Okay, so even if you will pass this to the word to vector, that technique, so it will treat as a different, even though meaning, अगर ये दोनों के अलग अलग meaning है, right? This, even if you will took this happiness, it's having its own meaning, so word to vec it's treat as a different word. But यहाँ पे if you will apply this way even it will treat as the unhappiness as a single word. Okay, so in this, that's why these people are came up with this solution. Okay, अगर if you want I will share some blocks इसके, this is wonderful, there is a बहुत deep है इसका, मैं I'm just giving the overview, you can go and you can learn this more about this technique. ठीक है, and you can also write the blocks regarding these techniques, what is the difference between the glue and this, what is the word to vec और इसमें क्या difference, and that's things you can just search and you can apply. ठीक है, and here also one more, the it split the text in the individual character. When you are splitting something into the individual character, but यहाँ पे एक drawback क्या है ना कि for example I'm writing the AI is something we all know which is nothing but the artificial intelligence. Even though if you will tokenize this into AI and I, ठीक है, if you will see in many text or many articles में AI is just written, no one will write the artificial intelligence, they used to write the AI. अगर मैं AI को भी मैं टोकनाइज करूं तो इसका मीनिंग अलग हो जाता है, इसका मीनिंग अलग हो जाता है, so how can I ignore this word meaning? So for that purpose, like this will help us, this kind of the scenario, this will help us and this will give you the more accurate results. Okay, and how it's work, this is all very huge topic, but this is the overview, this is how these people are using. Okay, so now let's see one of the example how these things are happening. Okay, so हम इसका एक छोटा सा coding देखेंगे. Well, these are the techniques, and after that we will see how these people are storing this all the text, and they people are making some index, and after that that index they people are storing into the vector database, and to find that vectors from that database they are using something it's called as the indexing methods. Okay, what are the different type of the indexing method these people are using, that all we will see after this कोडिंग पार्ट, थोड़ा ये इस कोडिंग के बाद हम लोग उसको देखेंगे. ठीक है, सो लेट मी स्टॉप माय स्क्रीन एंड आफ्टर दैट आई एम जस्ट वांट टू शेयर समथिंग. सो हियर इफ यू विल सी, सो नॉर्मल टेक्निक्स. ठीक है, वर्ड टू वैक्स के लिए वी आर यूजिंग द एनएलटी के लाइब्रेरी. ठीक है, उसके बाद उसका एक छोटा सा हम लोग ने उसका डाउनलोड भी कर दिया कॉर्पस का. ठीक है, एंड आफ्टर दैट वी आर जस्ट अप्लाइंग द, वी यूजिंग द स्पेसी लाइब्रेरीज मैक्सिमम टाइम, बिकॉज एनएलटी के मेनी टाइम्स इट्स गिव यू द एरर. ठीक है, द स्पेसी लाइब्रेरी हमने यूज किया, सेम वी आर पासिंग द मशीन लर्निंग इज द फन. ठीक है, एंड दैट्स वी आर जस्ट यूजिंग द बोथ द लाइब्रेरी एंड वी आर डिवाइडिंग दैट इनटू द tokens. Okay, so this is how we are just using the normal NLTK library, and from that we are using the word tokenize function, and word tokenize function use करके we are just splitting. this into the separate sentence. Okay. Oh, give me a second, guys. Oh, give me a second. Okay. And after that, like as we saw the subword tokenization using the BBE. Okay, so here also, if you will see the unhappiness here, so here I'm passing very less text. Here you can see I'm just passing the corpus, and in the corpus I'm just using this tokenization model, pre tokenizer and training models. Using this create the tokenizer is BPE. ठीक है, उसको यूज करके मैं कर रहा हूँ, तो here I'm just passing the unhappiness, but here it's divided into the three different part. यहाँ पे unhappy and after that pins. So like this. Okay, so here my text corpus is very small. Okay, so even it could not able to understand from the corpus. Even if you will pass the more words, so that might be chance that's a here it will only give the hun and happiness. Okay, so here I'm passing very less corpus, that's why I'm getting error. So when I'm just passing यहाँ पे सिर्फ unhappiness करके single, so it could able to not even recognize. So here there is the one bias we can able to see, key when you are passing very less text, less thing, so there also you are getting the problems. I mean without corpus, and here I'm passing kind of the text, but even though it's a less number of the corpus, any text even from it's not could not able to recognize this is the unhappiness karke words. Okay, so this kind of the problems are very very क्या बोलते हैं identify, even your model could not able to identify. So this is the kind of the hallucinations happens in on these LLMs when you will ask any kind of the question, because here happiness का भी एक अलग से एक meaning है, un का भी एक अलग से meaning है. So your model it's not so much of capable, so you have to give the more word, you have to do the kind of training well, so that your model get understand this kind of the words. Okay, and this is nothing but the AI. So when, as we saw, right, even when you are splitting on the basis of these characters, so it's your model will assume as a different meaning. Okay, so the A and I uska koi bhi meaning nahi hota. And after that we are using the transformer, which is nothing but the Hugging Face ka. There is one free available models hai, open source model hai. So we are using this model, the bird based, the uncased. So we are using this model and we are using the tokenization. So usko use karke we are, when we are generating the tokenization, so it's using the transformer are amazing. So you can also use the transformer ke liye these techniques. And after that, yeah, so these are the technique as we saw, right? There are the four different type of the techniques we saw, how we can convert the any text into the numerical format. So yeah, one hot encoding I'm not added because that is the binary, even no one is using that. Machine learning we are rarely using, but now for the any AI purpose we won't use that much. Okay, so these are the four techniques. Okay, so I will share this file in that GitHub. You can just go through it. Okay. So anyone having any doubt till here, guys, or else we can move further. क्योंकि हमारे पास time भी नहीं है. ठीक है. Okay. So apart from this, let's see another thing. So now, so far we just learned what is the tokenization and how it's converting into the one form into the another form, and everything. Okay. And now let's see how it's converting into the another phase. So first of all, I just want to show you. Even I don't have the example. Okay, so there is the so many different type of the So many different type of the vector database. For the first initially available the different type of the database. What are the database is nothing but the we know database is nothing but the to store something we are using the database. So you know Maria database, DBMS and SQL, and there are lots of different databases are there. But that database normally you can store any kind of the data, but we need some data which where we can store the vectors. So to store the vectors, even we do have the some database. That's databases are nothing but the Bicon, FAISS, and after that ChromaDB, and even more there are the databases are there. Okay. So how we are storing this no these things inside the database? Let's look into it. So okay, just give me a second. Okay. So as I told you, there are the different type of the database. One is called as nothing but the face. Yeah, you can pronounce anything. So this database, it's by the Facebook. Okay, so Meta is the owner of this face database. Its feature is nothing but a highly optimized for the similarity search for the ANN, and you can use this databases for the image and text searches both as well as. And another database we have something, it's called as the Pycon. Pinecone. So this is something is like fully managed in the real-time similarity search, and you can use this is for the chatbot creation, this and NLP and e-commerce things. So this one is better, and even though you can deploy this Python in your AWS or GCP in your Azure. Okay, and after that it's something called as the Weaviate. So this database is nothing but the open source and hybrid search and the integrating with the LLMs. This is the open source and you can try it, but I'm not tried this database. I don't know whether you can able to deploy it, but if you want, you can explore it. And after that the Milvus. So this is also the one of the another database. This is normally we are not using for any LLM models, but if you are doing with anything with the big data in AI for the scalable purpose and the distributes optimized for the large data set, so you can use this database. And apart from that, ChromaDB is also that so you can go with it. And apart from that, there are so many like open source databases also available, you can also use it. Okay, but these are the basic database we are using in for storing anything. Okay, so first of all, let's look into the things. First, what we have to do is first on the we are converting, we are just creating the multiple vectors, multiple dimensions for that each and word. Okay, that each and word which nothing but it's representing the particular word or nothing. We already saw, we are just creating the multiple numerical things which is representing the anything. For example, AI के लिए भी we are just, well, first we are just denoting the d is equal to 5. First we are doing this. Second is nothing but we are just storing this. We are just storing that into the vector database. We are storing into the vector database. Okay, now this AI is came to the vector database. Inside the vector database, now user is querying something. Okay, so now you have to user query will come and hit the database. So something you have to orchestrate. Orchestrate is something, but it will handle. It will take the queries and it will pass the query. This we will see in the next class. But now you have to pick the according to the user query. You have to pick the sentence from this. So how you will pick? Okay, so if you have the thousands of this kind of the thing, then you can't will read each and everything, and after that you will get the proper answer you will give. So it will take the lots of time. So how we can solve these problems, how we can resolve this problem in easy way? Okay, so something it's called as the to resolve this problem, it's something it's called as the few methods are available. Okay, so one method is nothing but the HICHES. Just a minute. Okay, so you have to pick this. So here is the concept is coming into the part is nothing but the indexing. Indexing. What is the indexing? Indexing is nothing but the it will give the a unique number for the each and every set of the junks. Okay, so when you are making any junk, so it's making the one two things. One, it's making one group, or it's making something. It's called as the nodes. Okay, nodes format. Okay, these are the two techniques. One, it's making the chunks and it's cluster, or it's making into the nodes like a tree format. So, which the making the tree format, which we used to call as the HNSW. So, this is the method, is the hierarchical, navigable a small word. This is the full form of this. ठीक है? ये क्या करता है ना कि if I'm having anything, it's starting from the root node. Okay, if I'm saying root node, and it will find the similarity, cosine similarity, or any similarity, or distance of vector to vector, any similarity matrix you can use. Using that matrix, it will find the each and every words from that corpus or from the database, and according to as soon as possible it will pick the final word and it will give you. This is why we are using this method. And another method is called as the cluster method. Is nothing but we used to say IVF. It's nothing but the inverted file indexing. ठीक है? So इसके मतलब nothing but the which one having the similarity, which one is the nearest neighbor. Okay, nearest neighbor, that concept it will use. So but which word is very nearest, it will pick that word and it will give you the answer. Okay, so these are the two methods. Even I have written to explain this everything, but only we have the 10 minutes. So that's why I'm just giving you the topic. On the basis of this topic, guys, you can write the medium blocks. Okay, so these are the two methods for the indexing we are using. And apart from also, there are the few methods, but that is not, used by, that's often we are using. But these are the very famous two methods. Okay, on the basis of the two methods, that you are just when the user will enter any kind of the query, it will pick the answer from that corpus and it will give you the answer. Okay, and after that, something it's called as the okay, so here there are the multiple steps are happening. Okay, so when you are storing any chunks, okay, that all the chunks are stored as a cluster or groups. Okay, and for each and every cluster or group you are giving one unique name. Okay, for example, here you are giving 1.1, 1.2.3. So each and every numerical format it will give. So on the basis of the numerical, this method will apply. Okay, so whether so for example, this came to 0.1. For example, just example, I'm saying what is the nearest one. So you can say this is the 1.2. So this is the nearest. So you have to go to the left. And after that, what is the nearest? Well, 0.3 and 0.7. So 0.3 is the nearest one, so you have to go. So this is how the backend will work. Okay, mainly I'm just saying like it's just well work, just like a tree structure. But exactly on the basis of the numerical format, it will give the indexing one numerical format. On the base, it's working in the backend. Okay, so this is the steps, and you can see it's coding. So here also, the way we are just first we are converting into the d is equal to 5. So इसका मतलब है हम लोग पहले 5 vector database में we are just converting, and after that here we are using the distance. See, I told you whatever the distance you can. Here we are using the Euclidean distance. If you want any other distance, then you can use that distance ka formula, anything, and you can use it. So as of now, we are using the Euclidean distance. So we are storing into the index. So index को इस basis में we will convert on the basis Euclidean distance के basis में it will find the next word. ठीक है? On the basis it will pick the next word. And after that, word embedding. So word embedding is nothing but the three word king, queen and apple. King, queen and apple. इसके बेसिस में हमने क्या किया, पांच वेक्टर. सो किंग इज नथिंग बट किंग का स्ट्रक्चर देखेंगे. द फर्स्ट वन इज नथिंग, द स्ट्रक्चर इज बिहेवियर एंड समथिंग द ईच एंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स. सो वी टुक द डी इज इक्वल टू five characteristics for the king, queen and apple, and just we are just converted into the np float 32, and as this is nothing but the r embedding. Okay, and index dot added to this embedding, हमने ये वाला embedding you add कर दिया. ठीक है, and after that here it's nothing but we are using the 0 and 1, it's we got the output. So what is the meaning of this, guys? So here we are use the here we use that Euclidean distance. Euclidean distance means you know very well, nothing but the x1 minus y whole square plus x2 minus y ka whole square, and after that you will take the square root. So this is what we are doing, this first thing, and after that we are just converting the each word represented by the 5 dimension. This embedding capture the semantical relationship words, right? Semantical relationship word of the kings and queens and everything. And after that, here we are adding the nothing but the embedding. Embedding is nothing but the fees database ko we are just adding here. This is fees database is nothing but the index, so we are adding the index dot add word embedding, so it will store this. So add this array in the fees database, allow the perform the fast nearest neighbor को find out करने के लिए it will help. And after that, here we are passing the np dot array. This is the same vector database. किंग का और इसका बहुत सेम है, राइट? सेम. इफ यू विल सी, वी वांट टू फाइंड द सिमिलर वर्ड रिलेटेड टू द किंग. So what the fees will do is fees will compare these things and find the two similar word. Two similar word is nothing but the it will give the find the top two close word to the king. So यहाँ पे king is the dimension we took. अभी it gave you the answer 0 and 1. 0 and 1 is nothing but the nearest word from this vector embedding द किंग. यहाँ पे हमने किंग पास किया, इसके रिलेवेंट कौन सा दो वर्ड है, तो इट्स पिक द किंग एंड क्वीन. तो इट्स नथिंग बट द किंग एंड क्वीन इज नथिंग बट द 0 and 1. Okay, according to this method. So this is how it's finding. Already we have the king, queen, apple, और यहाँ पे तुमने पास किया एज अ क्वेरी, तुमने किंग को पास किया, और ये जाके इस वेक्टर डेटाबेस यहाँ एम्बेडिंग में ढूंढेगा कि व्हाट इज द नियरेस्ट नेबर. सो इट्स फाउंड द किंग एंड क्वींस आर द नियरेस्ट टू दिस वेक्टर. सो इट्स गिव द आउटपुट इज 0 and 1. 0 1 is nothing but the king and queen. Okay, king is 0 and queen is the near of that king, so it's gave the output. So this is how exactly the backend is working. ठीक है? So I hope you guys are understood. And apart from that, so आज हमने सीखा कि how it's converting and how it's finding and everything. ठीक है? So my today's you have to write the assignment is nothing but the 10 medium blocks you have, and we will give you the 10 topics of the medium blocks. You have to write minimum one medium blocks, one or two things. ठीक है? So what things you can write? So you can write on the basis of according to today's topic. आज के टॉपिक में हमने जो भी देखा, how it's converting into the like text to vectors, and what are the vectors, what are the different between things, and how the chat gpt converting the things, and what is the drawbacks, and which and after that which distance we have to use. Here we use the L2 distance, Euclidean distance. What are the distance for which data set, which the distance we have to use, and what is the usko comparison, and everything on the basis of the things. Just pick any one topic and write your medium article and post it in the group. Okay, I hope you guys are understood. So anyone having any doubt, guys? We have the 3 minutes or something. Sure, guys. I will share everything. Okay, the PPT भी share करूँगा and this flow को I will share, guys. This is the very very important topics until unless you will get to know, because coming days में what I'm building in my company is like I'm not building anything with what I'm not building any chatbot or anything. मतलब एक दो साल के पहले हम लोग build करते थे chatbots. Nowadays we are building the plugins or so many things. Why? Because nowadays you should learn how to train your LLM models, how you can train very efficiently. So आज का जो टॉपिक है, आई होप हमने कोई भी टॉपिक वेरी डीपली नहीं डीपली देखा, हर एक टॉपिक को मैं लूंगा, इट विल टेक 3 hours, but I gave you the overflow. Sit and just do your research and write the medium blogs, and you will learn more and try to code regarding these topics. Okay, and if you need any further guidance, you can just ping me. Okay, so I will help you as much as possible. Okay. Okay, guys, that's it from my side. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me, or else we can wind up the section.